They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Right back to Connor here on first. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Right there. 180. Right there. 54. Alert. Silver. Blue draw quarter. 26. Monday. 54. Mike 54. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
On second and 11 now. Roethlisberger. He's got this complete to Ryan Switzer. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Mike, 230. Mike's 5-4. Man, I got you.
Third and 2. Now Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Bringing him to the ground defensively, Tedrick Thompson.
Brings up second and 7 at the Seahawks 17-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
You better bring it. 50.
Here's Roethlisberger. And it's incomplete.
Roethlisberger's pass incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up third down and 7.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. I got one. Mike's 5-4.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10. Here's the second-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Exit. 25, check 25, check 25. Alert.
Now Wilson on first down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. T.J. Watt, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing is Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
I'm going back to you.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that,
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Roethlisberger. Taken in by Switzer on the left side. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 11.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they're facing a very tough 3rd and 11. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Check tight. Here we go. 50. Mike, take 2 of them. They gonna need some therapy after this. Slam.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
This is brought in at the 21.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Shift! Watch the shift! Come on, baby. Let's go!
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
That good for 19 and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Right there. Like 80. 54 Mike. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Roethlisberger. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Like 80. Mike 54. Mike 54. Check 24. Check 24.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. On first down, it's Samuels. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 45-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah.
That's a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5. Easy. 5-4. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Flag it through.
They'll try to run for it with Connor. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that. Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson forced out to his left. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Wilson. Escaping, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. After the sack on first down, Wilson, he rifles complete, caught by Moore. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Check, Lucky, check. That's the way. Hey, 0.
On third down, Wilson. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my. He pulled it in. 39 yards there. A big one. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Switch. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Shit. Check 13.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Looking to throw on second down. Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Here we go. Black 20.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. David Moore, the intended target, and it's third down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Switzer on the return. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down and 5.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Got you, boy.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster.
Come on, fellas.
He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down.
Right there.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
24. Mine's 50.
On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger.
I'm here all day.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of two. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
First and goal at the 6.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Roethlisberger will throw. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. Penny hit, and the ball is jarred free.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Let's go, D, let's go. Zebra. Showing that. Kill.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. It was Joe Hayden, the former Pro Bowler, that came up to get him down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Watch that. Hey, alert. Switch.
Here's Wilson. Out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Wilson. Being chased out left. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The tackle made by Devin Bush. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Steelers' 30.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I got 14. Switch.
From the gun, a give to Penny, and he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle.
Whip. Watch the whip. Tight dog.
This 3rd down just got even more difficult. 3rd down and 15 after the false start. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. To throw is Wilson. Pressure gets there, and he goes down. Now, there's also a flag, but this might be on the offense anyway. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
218, chopper. Check 26, check 26.
Roethlisberger will hand the counter. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Wilson. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
He's checking, he's checking. He's 25, check 25, check 25. Say.
On 3rd down, Wilson completes it to Dixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Buying time to his left. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with his first career NFL touchdown, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
Wilson's pass complete to DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Seattle.
Now Myers for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Steelers 17, Seahawks 14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They stay on the ground. Here's Conner again. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Slam. Slam. Check 37. Check 37.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They go play action now. Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, come on now, come on now. 4 down. 55.
He's back to throw.
What do you got?
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Shoot. Run left. One left. Zoom. 198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Drop deep. 198. Alert. 98's the mic. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, G.
They'll look to throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They are just brimming with it right now.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Say, Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Coming.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Mike.
All right, now. Black 20. Jack 16. Recon, 132 fighter.
Be dead.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Washington with a catch, middle of the field. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And his kick is indeed good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
This one taken just inside the 10. So some drama down to the very end of this ball game, Charles, on that final kickoff. They were hoping to break free, some sort of miracle play, but they couldn't do it.
They had a chance, and that was their only opportunity to try and bring it all the way back. As you noted, they weren't able to get that done, but at least they had the shot. What a tremendous game to be this close and this well contested.
So for Pittsburgh, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.